This was a interesting little problem here. I did all my work and I'll explain what I did in a second. But first of all, the key to this problem, I believe, from what I can understand, is to understand that this line is actually a midline, or it's breaking this big rectangle into two equal parts. So we're going to assume that. It's really the only assumption we make. I'm assuming that's true. And if that's true, then you can see the black lines that I've drawn in over here in the rectangle to the right. Those black lines, and I've got a proof there, or at least partial proof. Those black lines cut this bigger rectangle into perfect thirds. So this is 1/3 of the whole rectangle. This here is 1/3 of the entire rectangle, and this is 1/3 of the entire rectangle. So if that's true, then this shape right here, that's the height and that's the base. So that shaded region right there is 1/2 of that 1/3, because, well, a rectangle is 1/2 base times height. So anytime I have any rectangle and I put a triangle inside it, doesn't matter where I put that point as long as I go from the vertices, this triangle is going to be 1/2 of the area of the entire rectangle. Quick proof here. If that's A and that's B, the area of the rectangle is AB. The area of the rectangle is AB, and the area of the triangle is 1/2 A, which is the height, B. So it's just half of that. So that means that this shape, this triangle over here, is 1/2 of 1/3, which means it's 1/6 of the entire rectangle, as is this one, 1/6 of the entire rectangle. And then we can do a similar argument right here. If I take this rectangle, and I notice that's a midpoint. Whoops, this is a midpoint here. That shaded rectangle there is 1/4, or it's, I'm sorry, 1/2 of 1/4. If I break that 1/3 into, well, let me take that back. This entire region right here is 1/4 of 1/3, so this is 1/12. And if that's 1/12, then this shaded region, for the same reason I just showed before, that shaded region will have an area of 1/24. It's hard for you to see that. 1/24 of the entire region, as will this down here, 1/24. So let's do the math now. Clear some space. 1/6 plus 1/6, this is the shaded region, plus 1/24 plus 1/24 is 2/6, which is 1/3, but I won't reduce it because I'll need it to be bigger anyway, plus 2/24, which is 1/12. So this is 2/6 is really 4/12 plus 1/12 equals 5/12. And that's the shaded region is 5/12 of the area of the entire rectangle.